Good evening. It's Sunday. It's 9 p.m. Norwegian time, or Central European time to be correct. And to my American viewers, I know you have switched to daylight savings time and we're an hour off, but we'll get there when the time difference is the same anyway. But my schedule doesn't change even though time zones and daylight saving times happens. So that's why we're here right now doing this here. And welcome, Andy Cowley's here, and probably some other guys as well. So welcome all. And I thought I'd do something which I haven't done in a long time today. I'm just gonna Oh, my green screen's a little bit fuzzy today. My ear's disappearing. Funny. I'm going to do something I haven't done in a long time. I'm going to call some CQs and get there out on the band. I just didn't think about one thing though. One little bit of a challenge today, and that's that StreamYard, which I used to stream, doesn't support more than one audio input. It can support several cameras, or at least two cameras, but not several microphones. So I have no way of piping the audio from the radio into the stream except for my microphone. And that's bad judgment and bad research from my part, but I'll turn my radio up. I'll annoy everyone else in the house and we'll make it work somewhat. I see that William's here. Welcome. And William's got a jar to save some daylight. That's always a good tip. Lionel's here. Howdy. And B is here. And LB4FH. So let's see what we can do. Let's first do a little bit of a test though and see if we can hear the radio. I'm gonna get this, and I hope that you can see as well. This is about as clear as I could get Ham Radio Deluxe on screen, but at least hopefully you can see the frequency here though, up here. So I hope that helps a little bit, and I'll try to show you when I log. And besides that, let's turn the radio up and see if we can hear anything. That's the first test here. And there wasn't anyone there, so I'll try to find someone talking. I'm on 20 meters now, and 20 is actually open. So let's see what happens here. 5 and 9. Ciao, ciao, all the best. You are And that sounded like VE9 Foxtrot India. So let's see if we can get him. Just let the pile up end. Very good, Paulo. Italy Zulu 5, Mike Papa, 5 and 8, 5 and 8, Paulo QSL. I usually get Victor Echo 9 Foxtrot India, so hopefully that's it. Lima Bravo 0 Foxtrot India, Foxtrot India. Radio 5, go ahead. India, Uniform 5. And as you can see, I got him several times in the log already. So let's start trying to get him. Try to start with some DX before we get going with calling CQs. United Tango 5. Okay, very good. United Radio 5, Echo Lima, go ahead. Okay. And I'm only running 100 watts here, so it's going to be tough to get through. 5 and 8, QSL. Stand by, everybody. Stand by. DE9FI going up 1 KT, 1 KT, 213, 213. And November, Papa, go ahead. Let's give it one try, and if we don't get him, I'll find a spot to call some CQs. Yeah, a lot better
a guy was flattering in there. So hate to do that once I'm spotted, but people will find me, no problem. Ross, you got to put him in signal here, 5'9". That's beautiful audio tonight.
And Stian hears him on his magloop, and Victor Echo 9 Fox India is always clear. He's got a good setup. Let's say it that way.
You too, Ross. Except the band's never open until late at night. It's kind of crazy, and then 80 meters never opens up, so it really limits me in the daytime other than the rebook. Ross, all the best. Have a good week coming up. See you now. QR set Europe, Niner, Florida, India.
Lima Bravo 0 Foxtrot India. Lima Bravo 0 Foxtrot India. No, I couldn't get him. So let's find a free spot and do some CQ. See if you guys are on the radio. Let's see here. 14222 seems free. Is this frequency in use? Is this frequency in use? This is Lima Bravo 0 Foxtrot India. Is this frequency in use? And just on a side note, I'm on fiber, so my picture and audio should be good all the way through stream. Nothing heard, nothing heard. CQ on 20, CQ on 20, CQ on 20. This is Lima Bravo 0 Foxtrot India. Lima Bravo 0 Foxtrot India. This is Lima Bravo 0 Foxtrot India calling CQ 20 meters, calling CQ 20, calling CQ 20. This is Lima Bravo 0 Foxtrot India calling CQ 20 and standing by for any calls. And there we go. There was someone there anyway. So let's move up a little bit. 14226 then. CQ20, CQ20, CQ20. This is Lima Bravo 0 Foxtrot India. Lima Bravo 0 Foxtrot India calling CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Lima Bravo 0 Foxtrot India calling CQ on 20. CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ. Lima Bravo 0 Foxtrot India. Lima Bravo 0 Foxtrot India calling CQ, CQ, CQ. And Wall says there's a guy calling CQ on 14305. Any chance that is you, Walt? Let's move up there and hear. I can't hear anything on 305, Walt. But since we already moved, let's switch to 14315. And I'm going to do a couple of calls on 20, see if we can get anything there. If not, we'll move to 40 and see if we can get anything within Europe. CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Lima Bravo 0 Foxtrot India. Lima Bravo 0 Foxtrot India calling CQ on 20. CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ. Lima Bravo 0 Foxtrot India. Lima Bravo 0 Foxtrot India calling CQ on 20. Standing by for any calls. CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ. Lima Bravo 0 Foxtrot India. Lima Bravo 0 Foxtrot India calling CQ on 20. Calling CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Lima Bravo 0 Foxtrot India. Lima Bravo 0 Foxtrot India calling CQ on 20 and standing by for any calls. CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ. Lima Bravo 0 Foxtrot India. Lima Bravo 0 Foxtrot India calling CQ on 20. CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ. Lima Bravo 0 Foxtrot India calling CQ on 20. Listening for any calls. And it actually looks like 20 is closing here. So we might as well switch to 40 if we can find a free spot on 40, though. That is always hard, and thus is somewhat of a follow-up stream, though. To let's do that first before I find a frequency on 40. This is somewhat of a follow-up stream to my two latest streams. 2 weeks ago, I streamed about getting licensed in the USA, and last week I streamed about my best tips for new hams. And one of the tips was go out there, call CQs, get on the air. And if you are new, it can be tough to get that courage to go out there, find a spot, claim your spot, and call CQ. But it's worth it. And don't be disappointed, though, because you're not always gonna get people getting back to you when you call CQ if you're not some kind of special event station. If you're a special event station, that's a whole different story. But as a regular station, 100-watt station, calling CQ doesn't always yield results. So just as you know that, and it doesn't always yield results, but it's always worth doing it anyway. Let's see what we can do. It seems like we're somewhat free here on 7172. Let's start calling there and see what happens. And that was only until I said that looked like it was free. Might be one of those days where we just got to claim a frequency and stay there. Uh, 40 is so full. And see, the Bert says nothing in Belgium. Yeah, I'm not calling right at the moment, Bert. I'm trying to find a free spot on 40, which proves to be, as usual at this time of day, a little bit tough. Okay, 7134. Is this frequency in use? Is this frequency in use? This is Lima Bravo 0 Fox for India. Lima Bravo 0 Fox India is this frequency in use. Is this frequency in use? Is this frequency in use? This is Lima Bravo 0 Fox for India. Is this frequency in use? And there is someone deep in my noise there, but I guess I'm going to do as everyone else does. And you're not supposed to do this. No chance. I'm not finding anywhere. I'm going to follow your advice there, shit, and go to 60 meters, 5375. And I just got to switch antennas and tune it a little bit here. And I do have a backup plan, though. If should sideband fail, we can always try some digimodes and see what happens. Or we can just do our regular talk about radio thing here. And Walt's best advice to new hams: it's your world. Everyone else is in it. But let's go ahead and try it 60 meters. And I got to switch to upper sideband here. If my icon want to cooperate with me. Uncle Ginter's here, DK5ONV. Good evening. Let's see here. We're in upper sideband on 60 meters. So let's see what happens. Is this frequency in use? Is this frequency in use? And I'm not sure if any of you guys have antennas for 60, though, but let's try it. Is this frequency in use? Is this frequency in use? CQ, 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 CQ on 60, CQ on 60, CQ on 60. This is Lima Bravo Zero Foxtrot India. Lima Bravo Zero Foxtrot India. Calling CQ on 60. CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Lima Bravo Zero Foxtrot India calling CQ on 60 meters. And 60 is noisy today. CQ 60 meters, CQ 60 meters, CQ 60 meters. This is Lima Bravo Zero Foxtrot India calling CQ on 60, calling CQ on 60, calling CQ on 60. This is Lima Bravo Zero Foxtrot India calling CQ 60 meters. Standing by for any calls. And I'm having S7 to 8 noise on 60. I kind of feared this, though, that this was going to be a tough activation to get done, or a tough challenge today at this time of day. But I figured it'd been a while since I did some sideband streaming, and it'd be fun. But and this will be better the closer we get to summer. But I'm going to try 80. 80s also. I mean, also really, really crowded at this time. So got to find somewhat of a free spot and then see what happens. $6,829 seems bearable. Let's tune it up and see. So, and I know that Stian with the mag loop is not going to get 80 meters, unfortunately. But we'll see what happens. Could always do 2 meters, but that'd be Norwegian. So that wouldn't be any fun. Is this frequency in use? 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 This is Lima Bravo Zero Fox India. Is this frequency in use? Is this frequency in use? Is this frequency in use? This is Lima Bravo Zero Fox India on CQ on 80. Is this frequency in use? CQ 80 meters, CQ 80 meters, CQ 80 meters. This is Lima Bravo Zero Foxtrot India. Lima Bravo Zero Foxtrot India. Calling CQ on 80, calling CQ on 80, calling CQ on 80. This is Lima Bravo Zero Foxtrot India. Calling CQ on 80, calling CQ on 80, and listening for any calls. CQ 80 meters, CQ 80 meters, CQ 80 meters. This is Lima Bravo Zero Foxtrot India calling CQ on 3629, 3629 on 80 meters. This is Lima Bravo Zero Foxtrot India calling CQ on 80. CQ, 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 CQ. This is Lima Bravo Zero Foxtrot India. Lima Bravo Zero Foxtrot India calling CQ on 80, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. Lima Bravo Zero Foxtrot India calling CQ and listening for any calls. CQ, 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 CQ. Lima Bravo Zero Foxtrot India. Lima Bravo Zero Foxtrot India calling CQ on 80 and listening for any calls. QRZ, QRZ. Weak station, weak station. Go again slowly, go again slowly. Ending kilo, ending kilo. Oscar November 3. Just one moment. Oscar November 3. Bravo Juliet Kilo. Cue us up. I thought you said 5-9 there, Bert. You were about, as you probably can hear a little bit later on stream, but you were about, I'd say, 3-1, probably, or 3-4, probably. But you're almost unreadable. But thank you for the 5-9 there, Bert. 5-1 QSL 51. Thank you for the 51, and thank you for getting back to me. 7-3. QRZ on 80. This is Lima Bravo 0 Fox India. CQ 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 CQ. This is Lima Bravo 0 Fox India. Lima Bravo 0 Fox India calling CQ on 80, calling CQ on 80, calling CQ on 80. Quebec Sierra Alpha, slowly, please. Yankee Ontario 5, Quebec Sierra Alpha. Good evening. Good evening. You're about 5-4. 5-4. I didn't look at the meter. I'll look at it and get back to you. Okay, you're faded out there. A lot of QSB. You're about, I'd say, a 3-7 actually on your last pass. I got about a 7 noise floor though, so please try again slowly. Yeah, Yankee Oscar 5, Quebec Sierra Alpha, I think it was. You are almost unreadable. I'll log you with a 3-7. What's my signal report there? Over. I am sorry. I'm sorry. You faded out there. You faded out. I'll log you with a 5-5 there on your end. Sorry that we couldn't get it better. Better luck next time. 7-3. QRZ on 80. This is Lima Bravo 0 Foxtrot India. CQ80, CQ80, CQ80. This is Lima Bravo 0 Foxtrot India calling CQ on 80. CQ80, CQ80, CQ80 meters, CQ80 meters. This is Lima Bravo 0 Foxtrot India calling CQ on 80 meters. Standing by for any calls. CQ, 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 CQ. This is Lima Bravo 0 Foxtrot India calling CQ on 80, calling CQ on 80. This is Lima Bravo 0 Foxtrot India calling CQ on 80, standing by for any calls. We had a little bit of luck there. But 80 is a little bit noisy at the moment. So this plan did not pan out as expected, though. I was hoping for a little bit more luck regarding if 20 would stay open a little bit longer, which it did not. I'm back on 20, just tuning around now just to see. And 20 seems pretty dead at the moment. Let's switch antennas just to see here. And yeah, so 20 is dead. 40 is crowded. 60 is noisy, as well as 80. I see the bird says that, well, I I was 5-5 in Germany with the Ginter as well. And Bert says that his antenna is not optimized for 80 meters. 80 is a tricky band though. 80 is a really tricky band. I use 80 mostly for local stuff in the mornings when I have mornings off. I see that Adil's here. Welcome, Adil. And I'm a 20 meter guy mostly. And that's where I like to be. It seems like Victor Echo 9 Fox India is on 20 actually yet. I can hear him. He's one of those stations I usually hear when everything else goes dead. So that's an option. I'll see if we can get through to him and see what happens, and see if any of you guys can hear me on 20 while I try to get through to him though. Then we might know if 20 is open enough to get some QSOs on. But I fear that the skip is at least outside Europe on 20 right now. Lima, Bravo, 0, Foxtrot, India.
Foxtrot 4, go ahead. Echo America 1, India, Romeo, Foxtrot. Okay, Foxtrot 4, Hotel X-Ray Charlie. Birdie, good to hear you there. 5-8, QSL.
And he's actually strong, though. I didn't look at the meter, but he sounds really strong. I'm one of those hams that doesn't really look at the meter too much, though. I tend to give signal reports by ear, and some guys might not like that. But he's 5'7" here. Lima, Bravo, 0, Florida, India. Lima, Bravo, 0, Florida, India.
Okay, sorry. Papa Delta 0. Is it Papa Delta 0? Papa Echo, try again.
And he's got a point though. Let's try 17. And there we go. That's a quiet band. I got to switch antennas though for 17. Good thing is though, I got 0 noise on 17. Let's check. 0 noise and almost no FT8. So 17 is not particularly open. I'm gonna give Russ in New Brunswick one more call, and if that doesn't work, we'll see if we got a plan B, which does not involve doing some voice. And I guess if I'm gonna do that, I gotta call some CQs in the daytime though, and stream at a different time, which would probably be better for these kind of streams.
Been watching it, but it just never seemed to open into Canada. Yeah, I should get back on 40, no problem. All right, well, you take care now. We'll look for you at 40. All the best. QRZ, DE9er, Foxtrot, India.
Lima, Bravo, 0, Foxtrot, India. Lima, Bravo, 0, Florida, Italy.
Mexico, Tango, Delta, try again.
And he's got too big of a pile up, and I got too weak of a setup to catch him, which. Oh, I actually removed myself from stream. He's got a too big of a pile up for me to catch him. how does this tell us your frequency? Right at the moment, I've tried some different things. 20 is not open enough. 40 is too crowded. 60 is too noisy, and 80 is too noisy. But what I'm listening to now and what I tried to get through to is Victor Echo 9 Foxtrot India in New Brunswick, Canada, and he's on 14213. But I'm gonna give this another shot though, and let's see if we can do some FT8 instead, just to get a couple of more QSOs in. What I actually should do, and I guess I have done a lot of messing around with the WSJT. Let's see if that's good enough to work. See here, and I'm going to show you my screen though, so you can see what's going on. Bert says DMR. I don't have a DMR radio up and running at the moment. But speaking of DMR though, I got a radio in the mail, which I'm waiting for, a Retivis RT3S. And the good thing about that is it can run OpenGD77, which is an open source firmware for a couple of different DMR radios. And I'm really looking forward to see if that can work. Let's see here. So let's do some FT8 then. See what happens. That window is actually way too small. So I'll call some CQ on FT8, and I'm on 20 meters for FT8 here. Let's just reduce my power a little bit for some FT8 and see what happens. And I ended up with no modulation at all there. So let's check my sound card settings though. That seems halfway decent and all right there. And I haven't really done FT8 in a long while, so there might be a lot of things that is the reason why this isn't working. Let's try once more. No modulation at all on my transmit audio. Let's try to restart it though. And see what's happening here now. Let's see what happens here. I know what's wrong. I got to put my radio in FT8 mode. That's how little I use FT8 nowadays. Let's check it out now, and we got some modulation. So I'm gonna call some CQs on FT8, and we'll see if we can catch any of you guys there though. See what happens. But back to that DMR radio though. The Retivis RT3S can run OpenGD77. So I asked Retivis if, and Retivis actually officially supports OpenGD77 on the RT3S. So I sent them an email and asked if they were interested in cooperating on doing something on OpenGD77. And they said, yeah, sure. Let us send you this radio and you can experiment with it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a look at it first on an original firmware. See how that is. Just one moment, guys. Just going to change the pickup pattern on my on my mic here now that I'm not picking up radio audio. We got one in the logs on FD8, so that's good. Feel free to get back to me on FD8 if you'd like. So I'm going to try the original firmware on that radio first, and then we're going to try. I see that my name is actually blocking me here on the little window here. Wish I knew StreamYard well enough to actually remove that, but I don't. So bear with me on that. But the RT3S is going to be an amazing radio to try and see what can be done with open firmware on it. It's even got a satellite mode, which I'm kind of excited to take a look at, though, because being able to do satellite work on I should perhaps call some CQ again. Being able to do satellite work with automatic Doppler correction sounds like an interesting concept. And Jeff asks if OpenGD77 will support M17, and I don't know. I know there is some hardware hacks to couple radios to support M17. Not sure about the. Not sure if I can do that with the RT3S, though. I'll have to look into that, and that's definitely a tempting aspect to have a look at. What I would need to do that, though, is I would need to have a little bit more time in order to do that. So not sure if that's in the near future. What is in the near future is, if you guys saw Walt, Coastal Waves and Wires, he's in the chat here, or at least he was, saw his video on his new antenna. Well, let's see. I don't remember what he called his antenna, though, but I'm going to take a look at that. I'm just going to find the right tab here. And see. It's the K4OGO Coastal 20s, no radial vertical antenna, based out of a 921 un. So I'm going to take a look. I'm going to build that and dive into that and do some testing on Walt's design there. And nothing on 20 for me on FD8. Let's just, for fun, see where I am spotted. I can actually see that because I got it on my ham clock here. But I'm going to help you to see where I'm spotted. 20 doesn't seem like the greatest band at the moment. I'm going to share the PSK reporter tab here with you, and we'll see. Let's see here. There we go. You can see that 20 is not the ideal FD8 band at the moment. So let's skip 20 and go to 40. Let's see if we can do some inter-Europe work on 40 meters here. And if you got ham clock, you can actually set your ham clock up to show your spots on the map on the ham clock. That's a really nice feature. So I can just look at my ham clock on the side of my desk here and see where I am spotted. So let's go back to there we go, on 40, and see what happens. And if this doesn't work, I'll be happy with getting Bert on sideband. Bert set up his true SDX cat control today. That is one radio I really want. I'll see though. Once I hit my watch hours on YouTube, that might help me. That I mean, all the money or all the revenue I'll get from YouTube there will go to radios and gadgets and developing the channel, producing content. So one of my goals has actually been I'd really like to try that radio out. Let's see here if there's an open spot though. Let's see here. There aren't really that many open spots, but I'll give it a shot here on 40 and see what happens. Bert says that the True SDX was fun to build. I'd guess so, but I'm really scared of building kits, and I don't really know why though. Or I know why. It's because I'm no good at soldering, and I'm not really that good with electronics and patience and small components. So we got a Bulgarian station here, Lima Yankee. So we'll switch back to PSK Reporter in a little while just to see where I'm spotted. These are one of those chats that or one of those streams which doesn't really go as planned, but we'll make it work anyway. And I had a long day at work yesterday or night, depends how you look upon it. I got home at 6:30 this morning. Had a couple of hours of sleep and tried to have a normal Sunday after that. So everything is going a little bit slow today, and that's why I picked the stream to have something that was a little bit easier. And speaking of those streams ahead, I am looking into a couple of interesting guests. I can't really say anything more about that now. I see that William see my call on his screen, so that's good. Let's get back to that other station here and see. And I'm actually spotted in Australia on 40. So that's good. That's really good. So we'll see what happens here though. See if we can get through a little bit, and if not, we'll call it quits. We'll say that we're done with this now, and it's been one of those streams that I haven't really had that much luck of calling CQ on sideband on my streams, and might be a time of day issue. Let's just follow that train of thought from earlier, though. I was thinking about doing a Parks in the Air stream, and that would probably be better because on Parks in the Air, you actually get some people getting back to you on CQs, which you don't really always get on sideband when you're not doing one of those activations. So we'll see what happens there. But let's do one more CQ here and see. And also, I want to say thanks to my patrons as well while we're on here. Lionel and Andy, thank you for supporting the channel on Patreon. Your funds will go towards either a True SDX or some kind of device which seems tempting on eBay or AliExpress or Wish, but might not be as good. It might be some kind of let me buy this so you don't have to concept. And we got Yankee Oscar 5 Quebec Kilo Alpha coming back to me here. So let's do him. And my guess is that that's the same call that I logged wrong here on my last contact here. So let's correct that. I wasn't sure about it was Quebec Kilo Alpha or Quebec Sierra Alpha, but I'll give that a shot and change the log on QRSet. So we'll see. And we're pretty much done there. And I guess that's it for today, though. No, it's not. We got a familiar Belgian call sign here, so let's do Bert here as well. I'm actually impressed that I remember call sign now, Bert. So that's good. And so we'll get that going. I'm a -9 in Belgium on 40 on FD8, and Bert, you were a -8, as you probably can see on screen. I can't hear you back though, Bert. Can you hear me? Others says that Australia is in 40 meters, 4157. Might have a look at that after the stream. I cannot hear you back though, Bert. But why don't you send me your signal report? I'll do it like this. There you go. Now, yeah, I got you on 5 watts as well, or I got you on 50 watts. So I guess that's today's QSOs. Stian can't say neither Morton nor Bert. And I guess you're on your mag loop there, Stian. So let's see if I can get the camera aligned somewhat correctly here, though. I switched cameras and I've switched chairs, and that kind of messes with my camera position here. Anyway, I'm gonna start to call it here, and perhaps get some sleep after a while. And I'll be back. I have some videos planned. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build Walt's Coastal 20 antenna. Do a little bit of feature on that, both on building the antenna and testing it out, going portable. I'm kind of developing, and please bear with me here. Linked, no, sorry, not a linked, but a fan vertical on a DX Commander both, but not a DX Commander. I'm gonna build one for 12 and 17, just for the work bands. Start there and see what happens. Not really sure how complicated I'm gonna do it. Might be overcomplicated, or it might just be a wire and one of these binding post adapters. I guess that's where I'm gonna start it though, and go further from there. And I'm going to try something with a 421, either a loop or a delta loop or something to see where it can go. So I got a couple of antenna projects planned. I got the Retivis RT3S, but this coming week is probably going to be building Walt's antenna. I'm probably going to start building that tomorrow, drop the video on the build on Tuesday, and try it out as soon as I got a day off this week. The rate of videos might go down a little bit the next coming weeks. It's kind of a rough work schedule ahead. So we'll see what happens, but I'll be back. And thank you to all the supporters. Thank you to everyone supporting me and watching my content. It's greatly appreciated. So I'm going to say thank you to all the viewers on this little didn't happen as planned chat here, and see what happens. It's it's been a different kind of chat. Jeff asks how my mobile linked videos is going. Yeah, I got 2 videos out on the mobile linked. They're not doing great though. I was hoping for mobile link to be more of a universal topic, interesting to all. Turns out that it isn't. But I got one video where I just tested the mobile link in the shack, and I got one video with the mobile link as a Go kit out. I've done a little bit of APRS testing on it on the iPhone, and because I am an iPhone user, it is not. It works pretty. The APRS.fi app works pretty well. So I'm going to do a little bit of a video there. I just got to dial in the settings, have some time to explore the app, and try to compare it to APRS Droid. And APRS Droid for Android phones is a whole lot better. But if I'm going to use an Android phone, it's got to be an old Android phone without a SIM card, and it kind of complicates things a little bit more. But APRS is working though, so that's good. Retivis mobile radio for APRS. Tell me more about that sometime. Leave it in the comments, William. I didn't know they had any APRS radios. So that's it. That's it for today. I'm gonna turn off the radios and see my family for a little while and call it a night today, I think. Thank you for watching. There will be some videos next week, and a stream next Sunday. Not sure about the topic. If you got any suggestions, if you want to be if you want to be a guest on the stream, talk about whatever you want. Let me know. Send me an email. Send me a message on Discord. Leave a comment, anything, and we'll organize that. Okay, I'm going to call it quits now. 7-3, thank you for watching. I'll be back live next week and a couple of videos the week to come. 7-3.